Good morning, everyone. So, welcome to my amendment sessions. We are now talking about Amendment in Finance Act 2019 with respect to TDS, which was effective from 1/9/2019. A new section was introduced, 206A, Electronic Filing of Statement of Transactions. पहले इसका background समझो sir. Please understand the background of which. Then we'll start. Whenever you open FD in a bank or post office or cooperative society bank, who opens public opens what? FD or RD with a bank, post office or cooperative society banks. They open, the bank will deduct TDS under section 194A. Bank will deduct TDS under section 194A if the amount exceeds 40,000 in some cases or 50,000 in some cases. If the account holder is an individual HUF and is a age less than 60 years, limit amount is 40,000. If it is a individual HUF and the age is more than 60 years or more, then the limit amount is 50,000. That's what we covered in the amendment session on number 194A. Bank, post office, cooperative society bank will deduct TDS on 194A, deduct TDS and file the return. Now, point 1. Second point, no TDS under 194A. Well, the bank will not deduct TDS on FD if the interest is less than or equal to 40,000 or less than or equal to 50,000. ठीक है, अब सुनो इसका लॉजिक. For example, X has an FD of 20 lakhs, interest rate 10% with SBI. Raunak, I also have an FD of 3 lakhs, interest rate 10%. Okay, here interest is 2 lakhs. Bank will deduct TDS and file the return. Return में what he will file? That name of the account holder, interest, TDS amount and so on. My interest is 30,000. Bank will not deduct TDS. But government says, government says, bank, we want information from you of all the account holders who deposited FD and RD in your bank. Who deposit FD or RD in your bank, we want information. So they have introduced 206A, which says, bank, you need not deduct TDS if the interest is less than 40 or less than 50. For Raunak, no TDS, but file a statement and inform to government that a person called Raunak having so and so PAN deposited FD of 3 lakhs and we are paying interest of 30,000. You need not deduct TDS, don't deduct, but inform to government. With this, government will know that there is an account holder, there is an SSC called Raunak who has deposited 3 lakhs and FD and getting interest. Now government will check this information with my return of income. My return of income, I am showing 2 lakhs as income. They got information that I have opened FD of 3 lakhs. Government says, how is it possible when I am filing return with 2 lakhs? And how can you open FD of 3 lakhs? The difference 1 lakh will be called income escaped assessment, and that will be called reasons to believe, and department will issue you notice under section 148 to start income escaping assessment under 147. So this section is mandatory for the banks, post office, cooperative society banks to inform the government about those FDs and those RDs on which they are paying interest, but TDS is not applicable because the limit amount is interest amount is less than the limit amount. So government says banks don't deduct TDS, okay, but inform the government that these are those FDs and RDs on which you are paying the interest and TDS is not applicable, so that we'll get the information that these account holders have FD. We'll match that amount with their return of income, and if there's a discrepancy, we will know what should be done in future. It is the duty of the bank, post office and cooperative society bank to give that information. If not given, 100 rupees per day of default shall be the penalty amount. 100 rupees per day per default shall be the penalty amount, which bank or post office or cooperative society banks has to pay to government. Very small section. Now let us read from the notes. Those who are watching this particular video from my YouTube channel, I request you to pause the video or take a screenshot of this, and you can make a notes in your notebook if you have not attended my sessions. Those are watching in laptop, please take a photocopy from your mobile phone and you can make notes in your notebook subsequently. Intention of the act to collect information of SSEs, Raunak, who have FDs, fixed deposit, but are not liable for TDS, that is interest amount is less than 40,000, 50,000. My interest on FD was 30,000. Provision. As per section 206A, every bank, cooperative society bank who pays interest to resident deductee, I am Raunak, I am the deductee, not exceeding 40,000 shall give a complete list to the department in prescribed form. What is the form number? We don't know. That's why we say prescribed form. They have not notified the form number yet. In prescribed manner. Should I file online or offline? We don't know. Within prescribed time. What is the due date of filing? We don't know. That's the word. That's the reason Act is using the word prescribed form, prescribed manner, prescribed time. Even today, as on 16th August, as on 18th August 2020, we do not know what is the form number, what is the due date. They will come with a notification later on. Penalty. In case of non-compliance of section 206A, 100 rupees per day of default. This is nothing but some part of SFTRA concept, statement of financial transaction reportable account. Government is getting information from the bank and they can match that information with your return of income, and if there is a discrepancy, they will issue you notice under 148 to start assessment under 147, that is income escaping assessment, which can be started only if the AO has reasons to believe that your income is understated or losses, expenses, deductions are overstated. Am I clear with this section? Please, important, have a look. And this section is effective from 1/9/2019 as well. Please have a look. Okay. It's a very small section and very small amendment, but important for your examination. Writing in November 2019 or November 2020 or May 21, November 21 or subsequent attempts. Okay. Thank you.